briefing everybody on the agreement reached with the community. Just hang on for us.
Five minutes. Or we can still. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can relax. All right. Good day, viewers. I'm Major General Kekana, the District Commissioner of Westland. After noting what happened from the weekend and after noting what happened yesterday in Kagiso and during the night and this morning, we then decided that we engage the leadership from all those areas that are affected from yesterday and today. We have the leadership and councillors also from Beggersdal and the leadership of the community there and their representatives. We also have representatives and leadership, including councillors from Mutlakeng and Rand West City. We also have the leadership from the community representatives of Manseville and the councillors. We also have representatives from Rift Valley 2 and 3 and the councillors, including the executive mayor of Mogale City. We also have Home Affairs with us. We also have our DPCI that deals specifically with precious metals, that is gold and all those things. We also have our local traffic chiefs from Merafong, Mogale City, and Rand West. We also have station commanders from the affected police stations that have issues, including their visible policing commanders with us. We also have our crime intelligence and detectives from the district level to ensure that we address the issues. From this morning, we held intensive meetings. We discussed issues of concern. We discussed issues that community raise and their expectation. And out of that, we have various leaders from various places as indicated. We are now going to give them opportunity to speak for themselves what are the issues that led the community to go there, and our divisional commissioner from visible policing and operations will highlight what we also as police we are going to do. I'll hand over now from Ntate George Rakomani, who is representing the community of Beggersdal, who will highlight those issues. Over to you, sir.
Thanks, General. My name is George Rakomani. I'm from Beggersdal. In Western area particularly, let me not speak about Beggersdal as alone, because of the issues of Western area, they are linked to each other. Semonye, Western area, Klenavi, including Sperperu and Zerebekom and Beggersdal. Our issue there, the biggest problem that we are facing is the illegal immigrants, which has national foreigners, Basotho there. And they've been consistency time and time that killing our own people there, innocent children and others, they've been raped in and out, as if that is a festive of crime in Western area as a whole. As I'm speaking currently right now, yesterday there were serious incident of a 61-old lady from Silver City where she was killed, and they even took a grocer to the house of that lady. You see, what is happening there? The problem is that we have illegal dumpings there of mines there, where the national foreigners, they're gathering there and they want to take a gold there. And after taking that gold, when they're finishing that gold, immediately they go outside in the community and they torture our communities and then they kill our communities. And time and time that we've been listening to those things, it's a festive of gun. Each and every night when there is a time of either 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, there are guns everywhere, everywhere. You can't even walk from your own place to go to a shop and go and buy a cigarette or a sweet, something there, but it's not possible. There we only, the only solution that we can be able to resolve, it's only when we as the community of Beggersdal, as Western area as a whole, including the police force, that we come together and work and making sure that we remove those ones that do not have a legal document, and we make sure that those ones that do have a legal documents, we must make sure that we prove that they have those documents. And secondly is that we must make sure that we deal with decisively with the issue of drugs that is happening within our area, because it's one of the challenges that we are facing as the community. And the issues of the drugs, that we don't need to deal with those ones that were selling on the street, but we must catch the owners, those ones that were dealing with the drugs, those ones that were the ones that were manufacturing the drugs in our area. But the important question that we must be able to do as a community as a whole is that let's join the hands as a community, making sure that we bring the police force, that we must be able to work with them. The Department of Home Affairs, they must also come and join us. So therefore we can be able to go and identify all those ones. Even if us as community, that we must speak if there is where we know that there are Soto nations and they are illegally came here, we must speak to say that in my place there are people that we must be able to expose. We must expose them. Because those people, they're not human, they're animals, and they're killing our own people. Thank you very much, General.
I'll request the councillor from Beggersdal to Ndate Philip Mofokeng to speak on behalf of as a councillor, the issues they raised during the meeting.
No, thank you, General. As my counterpart, Comrade George, has elaborated, we from the side of governance, we just want to assure our communities that we are with them in the struggle that we are facing as a community. So we are also proud today that we are part and parcel of this bigger forum that we formed, so that together we face the challenges that we are faced with as our communities. So mainly the issue there, as we know that the West Rand or even Beggersdal, Western area, it is known as a place of hope where people come and enjoy the fruit of South Africans, the minerals that were there. Now they are no longer there. We are scraping for crumbles. But those crumbles have turned that community to turn against itself. We as government, we don't want to see people saying that this one is a foreign national or this one is a multinational. What we want one cohesive community. We want to work together. Those engaged in illegal activities, be it mining or any illegal doing in that community, we want to root out together with our police. We are promising that the community will be safe like before. The ills that are happening in our community, together with the police and the community, we are going to confine ourselves in outrooting those, not only in Beggersdal, but we had a greater engagement with communities and councillors of Tusanang, councillors of Zirbekom, councillors of Borwa. They are part and parcel, including those in Randwest. So what we promise our communities to say, together we are going to work together. Now we must refrain from one evil deed that we engage in, of which we hijack community issues and use them also illegally by committing crimes against other business people in the area. So we must just refrain from destructive behavior in our communities where infrastructure especially of government, but it is not necessarily government's infrastructure, but our own infrastructure. We destroy it in the name of service delivery or in the name of challenges that we are faced. Today we are committing ourselves to say that the forum that we are in with the SAPS and other stakeholders will see to it that we root out that ill that is happening in our communities together. So we don't want to be long in talking, we want action as we talked with General. We'll be engaging in operations together with our communities, not fighting the police, because this thing of fighting police is the one that gives credence to those criminals who are committing these things, because we don't see eye to eye. But in this unity, indeed, let us stand up and see a better Westland and be that hope of our people. I thank you, General.
Thanks very much. We have Councillor Renimwe Keti from Mansfield, who will highlight the issues and the expectations.
Good afternoon, viewers, and thank you so much, General.
Yes.
Our concern, especially this month, because of it's a month of women, I'm concerned about rapes, killings, and it's something that it's not it should not be accepted, especially in communities or in South Africa. But now the concern is that we've got undocumented foreigners. And not to say maybe we are xenophobic, but they should understand one thing, Rainbow Nation. And even if they are not working, we should sit down and assist one another and have solution. But to the incident that happened last week, it's a serious concern. Even myself, I'm also afraid to sleep. I'm also afraid to visit my family or friends or even a community member who needs assistance maybe by 7 o'clock. It's highly impossible. So we would like for us, especially as a South African nation, to work hand in hand with police. Even the community also, they should know whatever they are doing illegally with the foreign nationals, they should stop it, because at the end of the day, again, it's also affecting municipality. I submit. Thank you.
Thanks. We have a community leader from 2 and 3, Ntate Ralph Chauke. You can sit here. Sit there. Come and sit here. Can I sit there? Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. General. As everyone has been illustrating what's happening in our communities, the main point is this. As we've been gathered here, the police, they know very well what we are going through actually. Because if ever the police have been doing their job, this thing of marijuana, there should be an issue. As we are sitting here, like we are fooling ourselves. As I repeat, we are fooling ourselves. The police, if ever we are chasing them, the marijuana, I think the general, we have to chase also the police, also. Not marijuana only, because the police, they are also involved in these things. In short, as we've been saying, this thing is not only about marijuana. The police also they are involved in these issues. So that's why we are saying Mr. General is the one who's a huge responsible task to deal with these marijuana issues and with his task of police, because some of them, they're part and parcel of these things. When we go back, those people that are there, they're going to say we are the pimpies, because we are sitting here with you. They're going to turn against us. Our life right now, the interest right now as I'm speaking. Guys, don't be surprised if ever we wake up tomorrow saying, receiving a news that Mr. Chauke is no more. Because I was leading that march from 3:30 early in the morning. So as I was leading that march, meaning that every responsibility is in my shoulder. Okay. Mr. General, please take care of us. We'll take care of you.
Thanks.
I thank you.
Thanks. We have Ntate Bohomonyai, a community leader from Matlakeng. It's also here, and with Councillor Nicole Kivit from Tukomsres will follow up.
All right.
Over to you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Greetings to everyone. Firstly, allow me to extend my gratitude and also just to say thank you to you, General, for organizing this meeting of this caliber. It really shows that something is happening. It's time for action now. Also, I would like to extend it also to the community at large to say, open your doors. Now you are safe. The police are here. We are working with the police. This task team, please put your trust in it. We're going to work with the police for law enforcement. We are saying to those who are doing illegal activities, we are coming for you. We know you. We're going to point, we're going to come, we're going to knock at your door. If you don't open, we're going to help the law enforcement to kick those doors and we're going to enter. We cannot afford to live in a society whereby we feel that our lives are under a threat. In our very own country, this is our country. We don't have any place to go. At least you, if you are illegal, you've got somewhere to go. So we are saying we're coming for you. With this task team, I believe and I trust that safety is going to be provided. Please open your doors. Don't close the roads. Let us not take the law into our own hands. Please, I submit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, General.
We have Councillor Nicole Kivit from Randfontein also.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon to everybody at home and here. I'm Nicolette Kivitz from Councilors. I feel as a resident of Councilors, my life is in danger. That's why I'm here. So first and foremost, it's for my community and for the rest of us. To the community of Councilors, your cries haven't gone on deaf ears. We have been listening, we have been talking, but now it's high time to start acting. We are fed up with crime in our communities. We are fed up with drugs in our communities. We are fed up with everything that is socially ill. So it's about time that leaders stand up and stand together, no matter what sector you come from. So we have to do things for our communities, for our families, for our children, so that our children can have a future. As we see it, we have a war with Zamazamas. At Councilors it's not silent. Councilors is surrounded by Zamazamas from all angles. We have stopped operations in certain areas so that we can't walk over there because we know it's dangerous. So to the community of Councilors, we are listening. We are about to pay attention to all your cries. So please work with us so that we can make these communities better and safer for everybody. Thank you very much.
Thanks. With us, we have the Executive Mayor of Mogale City, Councillor Tyrone Gray.
Thank you, Major General Kakana. Thank you, Lieutenant General Mohlala. My name is Tyrone Gray, as has been said. This is a humble imploration to the community. Please open all of the roads so that we can roll up an efficient, effective, economical operation. We are doing so in the spirit of cooperative governance. We want to coordinate and collaborate with the community and foster social cohesion. We're doing so in a whole of society approach. What we are requesting from the community is no vigilantism, no violence. We want to uphold the rule of law. We want to restore peace. However, we do need support from the community in terms of feeding us information. We require information on where the drug houses are. We require information of illicit scrapyards. We require information of buildings that are engaging in dubious or nefarious activities, including illicit minors being housed in certain residences. So please do give us the necessary information and cooperate with the forces, both public safety, home affairs, SAPS, as well as private security, so that we can protect the community in turn. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks very much. We have our Divisional Commissioner for Visible Policing in the Republic and Operations, Lieutenant General Mushala, who will address the community and the nation at large of what we are going to do as the police in West Rand, and they, with their support, to ensure that we serve the community to the expectation as we are their servants. Over to you, Lieutenant General Mushala. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Let me firstly appreciate all the efforts that General Kekana, yourself, and together with the leadership, collective leadership, to ensure that we have this type of an engagement so that we can listen to the leadership and all the concerns that have been raised. So as the South African Police Service, we have listened, we've taken note of all those concerns that have been raised by the leaders, and we're going to ensure that all these concerns that have been raised, they will definitely receive the necessary attention. I want to reiterate that as South African Police Service, we are committed and dedicated to ensure that these concerns that have been raised, they are not only dealt, not only in the short term, but in the medium and long-term approach. So we'll ensure that through our adopted national policing strategy, that we ensure that with immediate effect, that we reinforce all our deployments within the district, and to ensure that in a very integrated and multidisciplinary approach, that we also ensure that we don't leave any stone unturned. But I want to also appeal to our communities to work closely with our law enforcement agencies to ensure that if there's any information of any criminal activity, please report to us, including even those police officers that are involved in these illegal activities. Because as South African Police Service, we don't have any room for anyone within our ranks who's committing any illegal activities. And we'll make sure that those that are found, those police officers that are found to have committed this illegal, to be part of these illegal activities, that we flush them out of the system. That is a commitment that we are making as South African Police Service Management. We'll ensure that we maintain high presence, but one of the areas that we'll also look into as South African Police Service, together with our adjoint role players, is to ensure that this type of operations are also rolled out simultaneously as well in the whole country, so that everywhere where we have this type of challenges, we are able to deal with them in a very sustainable way. I submit.
All right. Thanks very much, Lieutenant General Mushala. From here to those affected communities, we will be engaging and continuing with our operations right from here. Before sunset, we guarantee those identified areas which the leaders here highlighted to us, we will be dealing with them jointly, working with them, jointly addressing them. I thank you. Yeah, is there any questions, if any?
Yeah, just in case of, the police presence, most of these incidents, we haven't seen a lot of police. In fact, we just come from months ago, as well as this Friday. In this Friday, there were some police in the day. Most of these incidents, we haven't seen a lot of police in the ground. So how are you addressing these issues as police if you don't see police in the ground? Where these incidents happen? As I speak to you, there are community members that are going around raiding some of the places where illegal miners are staying, where they believe that they are staying, and there are no police there.
Respond.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. Part of the decisions that we have taken as the SAPS leadership is to actually ensure that we reinforce our deployments within the district. We have members of public order policing that have been deployed in the area. And one of the reasons why we have this meeting today now with the collective leadership from the committee is to actually identify those areas of concern where we can have a targeted multidisciplinary approach in those operations. So we have taken note of the areas that you have mentioned, and we'll make sure that our deployments that are within the area of all police agencies, including our traffic law enforcement agencies, that we will focus on them. Not only today alone, but every day until we are assured by the community that the areas have been sustained and stabilized. We have also agreed that as the SAPS and the law enforcement agencies, we're not going to stop these operations without this collective leadership again sitting together and deciding the way forward. So there will be regular meetings between ourselves and the community and the leadership at local level, and we'll also ensure that those government role players that are not part of this operation, that are also roped in, so that we can ensure that our operations makes a successful, effective, and sustainable impact in addressing this issue. Thanks.
All right, those are the pictures coming through from Krugersdorp, and you saw there the police and headed by Major General Kekana discussing, or actually giving us basically, they were talking to the community leaders and other stakeholders when it comes to the situation in the West Rand, and also talking about a way forward, what they plan to do. And also we heard that the rollout of whatever action they're going to take or the operations will be nationwide and not just in the West Rand. But let's stay in the